What up, world? It's your boy Chuck Wick Ills, aka Charles Brown. We back again with another Talking Facts. We live. First, I want to ask you how you doing. You good? Good. All right. So we back again, and I got another topic. You know, we do only the most controversial hip hop conversations. I tackle these things because this is what I do. This time, I want to talk about your boy Kanye West, Yeezy, Yeezus, Yandi, straight up Yay, all that good stuff like that there. Why do we hate this dude right now? I see a lot of comments. I see a lot of people asking in the comments. I don't know if they're truly confused or they're trolling. I think a lot of them are truly confused as to why we, and it ain't all just black people, it's a lot of races, really don't like Kanye right now. It's multiple reasons. Now, you do have he still got his stands and he still got his fans, but for the most part, right now in 2018, it's pretty cool to not like Kanye. I want to talk about it. For the people that don't understand, I was looking at Kanye put this post, he put a post up yesterday about him being bullied. About how he gets bullied for his MAGA hat, that trash ass MAGA hat that he keeps wearing. He's saying that when he went to Saturday Night Live, we're just going to start at the end and work our way backwards. He's saying when he went to Saturday Night Live, he was told not to wear the hat. In the back by some mysterious they told him not to wear the MAGA hat, which he chose to wear it anyway. He goes out, and while he's doing a monologue at the end, I guess a couple people in the crowd were staring at him, or he said they were looking at him weird, and they were bullying him about his hat, and he can never be in the sunken place. If you want to see the sunken place, I'm going to let you talk for a minute. And then he got quiet, and then he was like, I'm going to put on my Superman cape. This is clearly someone who is off of their rocker. They're off of they're off of their mental goods right now. And I say that, no, not because he's a Trump supporter, supposedly. But we're going to get into that. I say this because you're seeing a guy who literally will apologize for something next week and then do it again. Right? So last week, I believe it was early last week, we had a Kanye saying when he was talking to Nick Cannon that he was out of the sunken place. Kanye was basically saying the remarks he made about slavery, whatever he said was, he's over with that. That's done. He wasn't being clear. He didn't mean it that way, whatever the case may be. Then he goes on to say he's out of the sunken place. Then he goes at Drake, Nick Cannon, and Tyson Beckford for talking about his wife. He was in Chicago walking under a train. It seemed like we were getting Ye back. It was back to normal. It seemed like we were finally getting Chicago Ye, the man that we all know, the man that we grew up on, the man that we found all this love and respect for. We were getting him back. I thought he's checking dudes. Don't talk about my wife. Yada, yada, yada. Flash forward right now, I want to say 2 days ago, maybe 3, a picture emerges. Kanye, full on MAGA hat with the Colin Kaepernick sweatshirt, basically saying both sides of the fence. that he's going to do all this with love. He's going to show us how to love, and he's going to show us what it's taken to be in his mind state, in his frame of mind, that he's going to basically change our hearts. He claims that the hat is not a MAGA hat anymore. It doesn't have the same vibe because he bent the brim and he put positive energy into it. So now the MAGA hat is not a Trump hat, quote unquote, or whatever you want to call it. Now the MAGA hat is his hat. He redesigned the hat, and therefore we should take no issue with the hat. What Kanye and his supporters, who are still his supporters, because I'm not supporting Kanye anymore, because you cannot walk both sides of this line. 10 years ago was 10 years ago when he said George Bush does not care about black people. Kanye said that. That was 10 years ago. This is a different era. Back then, when you said it, everyone rode with you because that's how we felt. We felt it, right or wrong, George Bush, whatever. We got a guy now that makes George Bush look like he was freaking awesome, to be honest with you. We look at George Bush with fondness right now. We're fond of George Bush at this point. You got a guy stoking the fires of racism, tribalism, sexism, pretty much any kind of ism, fascism, and he has a tribe of people following him, getting stronger, getting more bold, to the point that they're with torches at a university campus saying blood and soil, which is some old Aryan Nazi quote. And they're saying you will not replace us. Then they said Jews will not replace us. And your boy goes on TV and says they're very fine people in that crowd. It's whatever. Now, so take that, all of that in American history as of right now, someone dies, everything, Charlottesville, all of, you take all this stuff and then you understand that the people who are encouraged by this started this or reignited this whole nonsense with the dumbass red hat. The Make America Great hat, where they were pushing black people out of there. If you were black and you tried to go in there, unless you were on it, if you're all out coon, if you had any type of, you wasn't wearing a red hat, you were getting shoved, pushed, spit on if you came in there with any intention of not supporting this man. It is a fact. So this guy who can pretty much every other race can get it. He disrespects the kneeling football players, which is however you want to see it. It is what it is. This guy says a Mexican judge can't be a real judge in his case because he is Mexican. This is that guy. So I can go on, but the simple fact of the matter is a lot of people have taken sides on this issue. Along comes Kanye, very uninformed about what is going on with Trump. He just likes basically his swag. He pretty much sums it up that he likes Trump's swag. I like that and I believe this is a quote, that he can do what he wants to do. He says what he wants to say. Oh, what about his politics, Kanye? I don't really know about all that, but this guy shows me that I can do anything I want to do. I can be the president if I want to. Okay, that's fine. So, yes, you can be the president. You can be the president. But until you're the president, you're supposed to be the champion of the people, bro. the fire is swinging one way or the other. You're at this point, you are turning you're turning the clock backwards. He just came up saying he wants to abolish the amendment that makes slavery illegal. Process that. Where are you going with this, bro? I don't need the explanation that you're going to give. That's what they want you to say, bro. End of the day, if you don't know this guy would rather you in chains, bro. But you're rocking a red hat. You're rocking a red hat. So all the people who hated you now they're like, Kanye this, Kanye that. Because you're rocking this dumbass red hat. So he's clueless. He doesn't understand why everyone, Swiss Beats, Snoop, everyone is saying. And at the end of the day, you can like Trump. No one goes on and on about a political person as much as you're doing right now. Do what you want, bro. But you ain't got to keep wearing. Who was wearing Obama hats? Who was doing that? Who was walking around every time the album was dropping, they throwing an Obama hat? It's silly, bro. Let's just start there. It's stupid. You're stoking flames just trying to be provocative. This is why people are starting to hate you, bro. This is why people are mad. You've been stoking this Trump shit for 2 years now. And it's like, if it makes people mad, you want to keep at it. It's like a dude that's poking you, and then it's like, if you get mad, now you got to poke you even more. It's silly, bro. It's silly, bro. If you know, let's put it like this. This is going to be the issue. This will be the issue that destroys you, bro. People are hating you at this point because you're making it political. It's two things you should never try to do. Make something too religious or something too political. You're standing on the side right now that most of us aren't trying to be on. And yes, we don't have to be against Trump. We don't have to be against Republicans. We don't have to be Democrats. But that's what we are. And even if you're not a Democrat, even if you're independent, even if you don't like politics, a lot of people just don't like this guy. It's a fact. A lot of people just don't like him point blank, whether they're into politics or not. So if you're going to take this stance that, I'm going to approach this with love, a lot of people don't feel like Trump is giving love, bro. He's not giving love to get it. This guy does so many things against American culture that's making it a totalitarian, is making it a dictatorship, is what he's trying to do. He's trying to take away the free press. He's trying to take away a lot of people's rights. His party stands for a lot of nonsense that's not going to help us at all. So when you throw on a hat and then you encourage 18-year-old males they're just getting their foot wet with politics, and you're going to encourage them to follow a man who is lying, telling us that he's doing more for black people than he's ever done, knowing that that's Obama's uptrend. He's just stepping in and putting his foot on the same exact gas that was already there. Obama's uptrend been ticking for 8 years. I could have sat in that office and been economically wonderful. But so you're feeding into it. And so you're making people that are susceptible to the nonsense not understand why people are mad. It's not that we just don't like them, bro. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. And if you took any time to put any thought into the shit, you would know that it's deeper than, I just don't like Trump. It's a lot of policies that they're trying to implement, bro. They're taking money from black businesses. That shit is gone, bro. Black small-owned businesses, the loans that were there before have been liquidated. They're gone. They're taking that. So it's like, I can go on and on about the policies. But apparently you don't want to hear none of that. You just think you're getting bullied for your freedom of speech. And you're telling people you're free thinking and this and that. free thinking don't mean dumb thinking. You're listening to Candace Owens. I looked at a video of hers yesterday, just to see what the nonsense was. And she approached some woman who was at the Brett Kavanaugh hearings, and she approached her. The first thing she said was, "Do you know who blah 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 is?" Some lady who was the accuser of Emmett Till, who got up on the stand and lied about Emmett Till's was not a white woman, and that's why Emmett Till was murdered. First of all, you're equating Brett Kavanaugh to Emmett Till? I'm just going to leave that at that. She started her argument with an Emmett Till reference and went on to defend Brett Kavanaugh. You're equating fucking Emmett Till to Brett Kavanaugh. At that point, I don't need to hear nothing else. And this is who Kanye is following. Not only, even beyond the Trump stuff. So let's say you're one of these guys who is like in the comments, what? Don't box him in. He's being outside of the box. Kanye is basically being a real rebel because he's not letting you box him in. If you just listen to his message, you'll get it. One of those guys. I was on Instagram the other day, going back and forth with some guy, telling me basically that I was trying to box Kanye, and then it turned into liberal left wing, blah blah blah. You guys, you're puppets for the media. I'm like, what? Puppets for the media? Now first we're talking about Kanye. Now he's hashtagging MAGA, and I'm like, all right. I see where it's going. This is bigger than Kanye. This is you're a drone for Trump. So that's what we're doing right now. Kanye's bringing out all this nonsense, but we gotta contend with not only the Trump stuff, which is basically one of the biggest reasons people are upset with him. We gotta go into beyond that. Because that's one reason. But if you're one of these guys, oh, why did you, Trump's not a racist. Why did you hate Trump? Then let's talk about the other shit. The Drake shit. If I'm a fan of Drake's, I'm really not feeling Ye right now. To be honest with you. If I'm a fan of Drake, and I know that Drake went to Wyoming, Drake helped you with the song after the last bullshit. He still went to Wyoming, helped you with your song. This guy still goes around helping you. After you went on stage and trashed him for his record getting played all the time, you openly trashed him. You openly trashed Jay-Z and Beyonce on your tour when you claimed you were off your meds. Drake still went to the studio, helped you with a song, and in return gets Pusha T dissing him over your beat. He responds and he gets more information about his personal life thrown at him. Shit that he knows he told you, thrown at him from your arch enemy, from his arch enemy who is your boy. You wait months to come on and say it wasn't you. You waited months to say that. That you didn't tell Pusha that Drake had a baby and he was going to roll it out with Adidas. It was a press run. You didn't tell Pusha this. Nobody believes you. So if I'm a Drake fan, I'm looking at it like Kanye was in the studio. He didn't say it to like, oh, get him with this. He just said it. And that means he got it from you. I am not believing for 1 second that he didn't get that from Kanye. I'm not believing that for 1 second. And even if he didn't get it from you, why is he Why is he using that on a record against your man? Now, yeah, you're apologizing after the fact. If I was on my medication, blah blah. You're apologizing after the fact. But the fact still stands that you let your man attack him when he just left Wyoming working with you on your music. So now you look like a herb, bro. You look crazy out here. You look crazy out here. You go up to TMZ. You say, among other dumb shit, you say slavery's not a choice, which infuriates any logical thinking human being. I went to the Museum of African American History like a week after, probably a couple of days after you said that. It wasn't planned to go because you said it. I was already going. I went there and I started at the bottom floor where they started off with the beginning of slavery, of how these people think they know what slavery was. They have no idea, honestly. You don't understand that they were used as products. They were bought and sold as if you do a car or a dog or a horse. They were bought and sold like that. And it was an economic structure. The country prospered. Our number one import-export was black slaves. That means the great America Great Again became great off the purchase and sale of black people as a business. So all of these rich, generationally wealthy white men were rich from black slavery. So when you process that, and then this guy says it was a choice, when slavery was the number one product, the number two product in American history that would, at this time, for all these years, was slave restraining apparatuses. So the number one product was slavery itself. The number two product was slavery restraining materials like chains, shackles, things to handcuff, things to beat you with, things to keep you in line. That was it. That was an actual $1 million business, was selling these chains. So when you say some stupid ass shit like slavery was a choice, that means you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. That means you have absolutely no fucking idea what you're talking about. So now we got the Trump thing, the Drake thing, the slavery was a choice thing. You're racking up mad reasons why people fucking hate this guy. Now let's go on to, and mind you, there are good things to say about Kanye. There are very good things to say about Kanye. But let's just move on to another reason why people hate Kanye. And Kanye could get out of this, but it's just he's burying himself further and further every single day. Kanye, and there's going to be dudes out there that just hate you because your wife's beautiful. You got a beautiful wife who gets a lot of hate on her own. So when you both combine together, you're doubling up on the hate that you got. It used to be a balance where her hate was balanced out by your love. The people loved you. But as of late, the past 2 years, you have been flipping into a zone that we can't follow you, bro. We can't follow you into this zone. We can't do it. We got you. So now we got the hate of your wife is combined with your hate, and she's beautiful, so people are jealous. Let's just say that. And people hate her anyway. So now let's talk about your bro, Jay-Z, who you also trashed more than once on your tour. You told him, don't send the killers after me, because what you said was ridiculous. You charged him, Beyonce, on an open mic at a concert instead of directly to him. Strained the relationship. You have made even that brotherhood. You got a song called Big Brother. You've made now that brotherhood unlike bearable. This guy, Jay's last interview, he said, in due time, we will get back to, we're brothers, so we're going to speak at some point. That means at the point of that interview, you hadn't spoke. It's never going to be the same. And all of this is Kanye's doing. So we're just racking up nonsense. We're racking up nonsense. A lot of people didn't like Pablo. A lot of people did. I like Pablo. But ever since Pablo, people were saying your production was lazy. They were starting to say that you weren't putting your all into the music anymore. And you had all these people running to feature, but it wasn't real Kanye, which is debatable. Some people like the hate for Pablo was very 50-50. It did not lean that more people liked Pablo over anything else. So after Pablo, we get all of this crazy stuff, and then we get Ye, which I already have said in my review that Ye is a terrible project. So now you're doing all these shenanigans, and then you're putting out terrible music on top of that. Which some people like Ye, but I think those are the people who could overlook almost anything as long as your music is good. A lot of people can't do that. So then you got Ye being rushed, sounding rushed, and then you're rushing people's favorite artists. You rushed out a Nas album. You rushed out Tiana Taylor's album. You rushed out your own album. You rushed out the Kids See Ghost, the one with Cudi. The only one you couldn't rush out was Pusha, because Pusha shit was already in the making. And Pusha is very precise about how he wants to go about it, just like you used to be. Pusha's was easy. But now you got people saying, yo, he just fucked up Nas shit. We waited 6 years for some bullshit. 4 to 6 years for some 7-song bullshit. So now people hating you because of that. They're hating you because of that. They're hating you for the perceived ruining of Tiana Taylor's career. Some people literally hate this dude for that. So we're talking about this is a plethora of things. A plethora of reasons why people are hating Kanye. Now, I was the biggest Kanye champion. Graduation, all this stuff. I heard when college Dropout first dropped, before it dropped, there was a mixtape. There was a mixtape that leaked, had a bunch of songs on it that was supposedly College Dropout leaked. And that was very popular. Everybody had that bootleg of College Dropout. Everybody fell in love with Kanye off of a bootleg. He hadn't even dropped College Dropout yet. The songs were different. Some of the songs didn't make the album because he had to change the album up once it bootlegged. Some of the stuff did, some of it didn't. But I'm talking back then. This was like, I don't even know what year it was, to be honest with you. A very long time ago. Before College Dropout dropped. I was liking Kanye before College Dropout dropped. That guy is gone. And he already told you he would be. If you understood everything he was telling you, this is exactly where he was going to be. This is a guy changed forever and drastically by money, which he always said he would. When I get my money right, he always said that. He increasingly strayed away from topics of black issues, poor issues, topics of the everyday struggle, student issues, collegiate issues, politics, everything. He strayed away from everything. Everything became money talk. Everything became in the club talk. Everything became about fucking some chick. Go back and listen. Literally. literally, the topics became very, very vapid, very thin. It became about, I gotta make another hit, I gotta make another hit, I gotta make another hit. It became all about making hit records than making really, really meaningful music. Even on Watch the Throne, when he does get subject matter of a deeper substance, what does he say on there? On the song where he's talking about, I'm gonna make sure my son love white people, and I'm gonna make sure that they know it, and I'm never gonna let him get into trouble I got into. What's the trouble? You talked about things that were relevant. You said George Bush doesn't care about black people. We didn't think he did. He didn't. He didn't until you said it. And then it was a mad dash to correct it. So what did you do so bad that now you got to tell your son to never be like me? This is where we're at. You want your son, you want to whitewash this kid, which is whatever. So even on the songs where he tried to have substance, he's whitewashing himself, which is whatever. None of this stuff is about race. Everything is about stupidity. Everything is about stupidity. This has nothing to do with, oh, I love white people or don't love white. It has nothing to do with that. This is literally about a guy who is completely enamored with Western culture. He's enamored with capitalism. He's enamored with material things that have made him into this. He wants to be in the fashion world. He was screaming about, the only time Kanye was black in the past 10 years was when he was screaming about they wouldn't let a black man in fashion. Motherfucker, they don't let nobody in fashion. You got to earn that shit. You're not going to walk in off the fucking street and all of a sudden you got a fashion. You know a fashion house? Fashion house are like 400 years old, bro. 100 years old fashion house. You're not going to walk in just because you make rap music and all of a sudden everybody going to respect your fashion house, bro. That shows you how little this guy knows about shit. But all of a sudden they won't let a black man in fashion. They don't let nobody in. You got to muscle your way in. But all of a sudden he's black now with this fashion shit. So my whole thing is we are seeing what was already on the way. The ego was out of control when he didn't have nothing. This guy lost his mom. He got away from everything real because, to me, the Kardashian household is the furthest thing from real. The dude admittedly got liposuction. Come on, bro. Like, we're past. This ain't Kanye West no more. He said he's changing his name. Good. You don't need to have nothing on your name with West in the end of it. We don't know this guy that's here right now. We don't know this guy. So at this point, we need to see this new guy for exactly what he is. And if this is what he is, this is what we're going to accept him to be. This goofy, wacky, uninformed product of a generation that, frankly, I don't even think they really know what real rap is, real hip-hop is supposed to be. It's supposed to buck the norm. It's supposed to buck the establishment. It's rebel music. It ain't supposed to get in cozy with fascists and capitalists. Yeah, rappers always talked about making money, but not at the expense of your soul, not at the expense of your people, not at the expense of drawing people to fall in love with people who don't love them at all. This is what rap is supposed to be. Public Enemy, NWA, niggas with attitude. This was not what we were supposed to be doing. You might as well put a KKK hood on your head if you're going to put a Make America Great hat on your head. So when you slap this on your head and you expect us to just roll with it because you're saying it's love and I bent the brim and put positive energy, we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that, and this is why people hate you right now. They hate you because you're not listening to us. Yes, you've always been, oh, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to go up on stage and take the mic from Taylor Swift. I'm going to do what I want. Yeah, that's great. And that's always gotten you into trouble. And you've made enemies and things like that. You did what you want. We rolled with it. Because it was never against the people. Taylor Swift was fine. She got her award. She moved on with her life. She went on to sell millions of records. She was fine. No one was hurt in that scenario. Y'all even made up and blah, blah, blah. She was okay. But the problem is now you're doing things that's going to hurt a lot of people when you get this fool reelected because you're sitting here with the fucking hat on. When you get this fool another 4 years to fuck up the air because he doesn't believe in climate control. He doesn't believe in climate change. So he's backing out of initiatives to clean our air. But you're going to throw on a fucking hat and say this guy's cool. So now you got 18 to 27-year-olds, black and white and Spanish and Asian and everything else, all of a sudden looking like this guy's not so bad. Why do they hate on this guy? He's not that bad. When you jump into a political arena, you better damn sure be aware of what you're doing when you jump in there. People aren't mad at you because you like Trump. That's not the problem. The problem is you keep saying it. We're fine, bro. People are moving on. Every time we look up, you're rocking the hat again. And it's disrespectful to put on a Colin Kaepernick shirt when this guy called these fuckers assholes. No one's disrespecting the fucking flag. It's a right to protest. They don't gotta be fucking assholes. And they don't gotta be fired. But you're gonna rock the dumbass hat of the oppressor who wants to fire all of them because he don't think they deserve any fucking thing because they're not standing up for the fucking anthem, which you don't have to stand up for in the first fucking place. It is a fucking fact. So why do we hate this guy right now? I think we really hate him because we always hated him. We always hated him. We just didn't know to the degree that this guy would be such a fucking asshole. We didn't know it. We didn't know it. We liked him because we thought he was like us. And he was at one point. But there was still something there. There was still this little, like, this dude kind of lame. But he made good ass beats. Like, this dude, something ain't right with this dude. He kind of fucking corny. But the joint song Blueprint is crazy. So, literally got a pass for his beats. When you peel back the layers to this shit. Because you got to understand, a lot of the fucking songs we revere were written by other fucking people. You have to process this shit. The majority of the shit that we fucking love Kanye for was written by other people. It is a fact. So these ain't even his words coming out of his mouth. Consequence wrote this shit. What's your boy? Rhyme Fest wrote this shit. Mad dudes have already came out saying they wrote this shit. So these ain't even your fucking words. So now all we left with is the beats. So we're giving this guy a pass for his beats. And one time he said George Bush doesn't care about black people. What the fuck else have you done? And I'm dead serious. You've made mad great albums. You made mad great albums. But the most of the albums we say are great is because they are full of other people's creative process. It is a fact. Since we're talking about this shit. So when we peel back why we love this dude, why are we so hurt? End of the day, who should give a fuck? Why do we care? Honestly, we shouldn't be mad. We shouldn't even give a fuck. We shouldn't even care. This dude has shown us time and time again, he doesn't know himself. He doesn't know himself. He doesn't know his history. When you open your fucking mouth and say you're going to abolish the fucking the amendment that keeps us from being slaves. You want to abolish the amendment that keeps slavery illegal. What kind of coon shit is that? So this is what I want to say. Why do we hate Kanye right now? Why do we hate Kanye? It's a million reasons why. It'll be easier to say why we like him, because that'll be a short list. Because at this point, there's literally nothing to like Kanye for. And that's a fact. I am being honest. There is nothing, in my opinion, to like Kanye for. I will wait for you to tell me why I should like Kanye West at all. I will wait for that. I have not seen positive evidence in at least 3 to 4 years to even like Kanye West at all. Now he's shown his color. He's given me and a lot of other people a reason to go completely. He's always been a big ass crybaby. He's always been that. We've known that for years. But now you're on a world stage crying about being bullied. Bullied, bro? You're 38, 40 years old. And you're talking about being bullied? Are you fucking kidding me? Because someone in the fucking crowd at SNL, Saturday Night Live, someone in the crowd looked at you funny. Now you're being bullied. You're a fucking joke, bro. And I mean that shit. I mean that shit. And if I ever listen to a fucking full Kanye West album, you can fucking strike me down, bro. I will never hear that shit again. That is a promise. That is a fucking promise. The simple fact of the matter is, why do we hate this dude? Because he deserves it. He's earned it. He's put it in our psyche that he only cares about him, and by default, only caring about yourself. Not only does that mean you don't care about anyone else, it means you have limited knowledge to even be able to care about anyone else. You're limited on every single aspect of life. Your whole being is small-minded and petty. So what would we expect from a guy whose whole thing in life is to fuck a model and get drunk? let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. People hate Kanye, and Ye's always told he's an asshole, but at this point, he is an asshole. And we cannot bear this shit anymore. I can't keep making excuses because you're an asshole. I can't keep making excuses because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I can't keep making excuses because you did some dope ass beats a couple years ago. And the fucking song with Lil Pump is fucking fire. That fucking track is fucking fire. That shit is fire. But we can't fucking go. It ain't saying shit on the track though. But we can't go by that no more. Cause you know how to hook up a beat. Your actions matter, bro. What if Jay was running around here like a fucking dickhead? Jay is changing the life of everyone he touches right now. Jay gets mad love, big love right now. There's no one going around talking about fuck Jay. Even his enemies at this point. He's signing them to his fucking label. He's signing these dudes to Rock Nation. He's signing Jim Jones to Rock Nation. He re-signing dudes he used to run with. He signed Freeway to Rock Nation. Jay is doing work, bro. Not running around sucking the life out of everyone around him so he can throw it on the record. Draining everyone around him of their energy so that he can put that shit on his shit and make a wave for his own shit. No. 444 was Jay in a fucking booth by himself. Him and No ID. Talking about his life. And giving game. What if this dude was an asshole? These dudes are the polar opposite of each other right now. And the simple fact of the matter is, Ye's not doing a very good job of what he was supposed to be. We were rooting for you, bro. The meme that they got, oh, we were rooting for you. That meme is directly applicable to Kanye West. So you may be a Kanye West fan and you may disagree with me 100%. It is what it is. I'm not here to make anyone believe what I believe. I'm not here to change the opinion of someone who thinks Ye is the greatest coming since sliced bread. I am here to just talk what I believe to be facts. I think I broke down why people hate Kanye right now. And I don't think I said anything that wasn't true. So with that being said, my name is Chuck Wick Ills, a.k.a. Charles Brown. Like the video. Don't like it. Do whatever. Subscribe. I got a couple channels. I got this channel. I got the CLBMG channel, Audio Liquor channel, CLBMG Music channel. All of them shits upload shit all the time. Follow us on Facebook. We on Twitter, Instagram. We put the most activity on our Instagrams and our Twitter daily. I am committing to the reviews. I am going to start doing the reviews every Monday. That is a big commitment for me because I do so much shit. But I am going to start doing my reviews, my album reviews, every Monday. I'm putting that out there. Chuck Wick Ills, I'm signing out. I appreciate y'all for watching. Kanye, get your life together, bro. For real. Get your life in order. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.